Timothy Fisher, what up, gang? What up, what up, what up? Timothy Fisher, the first in the building. Inspection. We're gonna call it an inspection Wednesday. Look like this. Okay, I thought that line had a little crack in it. Yeah, man, this is inspection. Inspections on top of inspections, man. Has to get done. Basically, preventive maintenance for trailers. Yep. It's a little nippy up in here tonight. Little nippy. I wonder what the temperature is. Probably like in this 30s or something. Yeah, so we're gonna do an inspection on this, man. We're gonna check our tire pressure. We're gonna check our hubs. Make sure that we don't have any leaks. We're also checking brakes, which are already pretty much inspected already. They are looking good. We're gonna inspect our axle bushings, tires, and all that type of stuff, man. So y'all stay locked and loaded, man. We're gonna get this thing taken care of. You already know. I got my magic wine right here. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we got to make sure we are on PSI. There we go, right there. Voila. So, a lot of y'all don't know if you ever have a tractor or a trailer, and it has this air inflation system on here. This is the way you check the air. You got this type. What up, gang? Thompson, what up? So basically, whenever you have this setup here, you can use some pliers, vice grips, whatever you. There also is a special tool to unloosen these, and you just pretty much take them out. This air valve, this has a little seating that it sits inside. So basically, you just pull them out, get your air gauge, turn it on, and check the tire pressure right here. What's the live about? So basically tonight my live is about I'm gonna walk you guys through a trailer and show you guys the proper way how to do a pre-trip, and also show you guys how to inspect a trailer. You know what I'm saying? It's like basically a 21 point check on their trailer to you know what I'm saying, to get it all locked down and make sure everything is safe and safe to go down the road. I also got a checklist to go off of, which I pretty much got it all taken care of and know what to check and what to look for. But that's about it. We got Kenwood 709 in the building. Yeah, so that's basically it. Slow motion. Sometimes it's a little boring job, but somebody got to do it. It says I'm a. It says nice. I got a trailer. I'm finna get my tools. Okay. Go on, get your tools ready, man. Yeah. So I got my inspection list, my PM list to go off of. Let me pull that out because it's a lot of stuff that needs to get documented. And also, too, guys, I always try to share little gems with y'all. So if you are driving a trailer and you're doing a pre-trip and you check your tire pressure, if it was me and I was a driver, I would like document down my tire pressure, guys. So like I would know my next couple stops, check the tire pressure to see if I got leaks or anything like that. If you keep that stuff documented down, it will help you and, you know what I'm saying, save you from getting flats, breaking down and all that type of stuff, man. So make sure you get you a little notepad and write down some information. It says Kenwood 709 says if you came across a trailer with a leaky air inflation system, would you red tag the trailer or turn the system off and roll it? Well, if it was loaded and I didn't have the parts for it, I would just turn the valve off. Last night I had one that I had to fix the line on. I believe that was last night. Might not the night before last. I fixed the line, and a lot of times, guys, what makes the tire inflation system leak, the airlines go in between the brake chambers and the slack adjusters. So a lot of times they got little small kinks in them, which causes them to leak. So the best thing to do if you do hear a leak or anything like that, just shut the valve off and go ahead and do your run. Just check your tire pressure and things of that sort, and then just let the mechanics know that their inflation system is leaking and it needs to get fixed. Let's go in the comments. It says, 949C say red. Duffy says, I don't know if I got too much pressure. It says, I don't know if I got too much tire pressure. How much is a trailer supposed to have? So our tire pressure we are setting these trailer tires at is at 100 psi, but every mechanic shop has like their own specifications. So like I said, a place I worked at before, it was at 90 psi, and this particular place I'm at right now, they want their drive tires at 100 psi, and they want the steer tires at 110. We got a big support group in the building. Yeah, we got a big support group in the building. So right now I got to document my information on my tire pressure, and we got both inner and outer right side front axle. It's going to be both at 100 psi. Doctor says they ain't tell me how much psi I was supposed to have. Yeah, you can check with the mechanics, but majority of the time is going to be at about 100 psi. So now we can check the tread depth on the tires. We are at 12. So remember I always tell you guys to check your tread depth 3 different spots on the tire. So now we have a 9. We're going to check it in one more spot because the tire does have flat spots, guys. So it's a common thing. So we have 10. So our lowest reading on our outside tire is going to be a 9. And also, so the reason why we're checking the tread depth on the tires, of course, we want to make sure that they are with DOT standards. And we also got to make sure that these 2 tires are within the spec of 4 apiece. So now we're going to inspect the inside tire. Let's see what we got. We got a 10. We have a 9. And we have a, let's see. And we have a 10. So our lowest reading is going to be a 9 and 32 seconds. All right, so now we can go ahead and put our air valves back in our hub, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. A lot of times, you guys see the little the little threaded screw, it falls, slips and falls down, and you just stick your hand in there and you pull it out, just like so. Pull it forward, and you want to kind of wiggle this thing in and make sure it's lined up. You also do not want to cross thread this because that will also cause you to have a leak and also cause your tire to go flat. So beware of that. You know what I'm saying? And the other side is basically the same thing. There's like this is a valve, and there's like a little small, seated that this valve sits in inside the hub. You just wiggle it to make sure it goes in place. And like I said, do not cross thread this. Make sure it screws on by hand. You know what I'm saying? Very smoothly like that. So now we gotta tighten them up. As soon as I find my favorite tool. And if you guys watch the channel and not a lot, you already know my favorite tool will also be a pair of vice grips, the real vice grips. You guys see it? Yes. Kenwood 709 says, I've been seeing a lot of teaching, noting rubs on the sidewalls. Some tires got chalked on the sidewalls showing they noticed it. Yes. Yes, they do that. They do that, and also they put that on there so if they get inspected again or run across another DOT officer, all that stuff is documented and you will get a ticket. So they say click it or ticket. DOT says get it fixed or get a ticket. Get it fixed or get a ticket. Yep. So we also want to inspect our hubs, right? So you see an add and a full mark there. And we are at a full mark on our hub oil. Okay? So now that we got this axle done, we can also move down to our second axle. We're going to work our way around the whole entire trailer, inspecting the tire and tire pressure. And after that, we're going to get a flashlight. We're going to go underneath, and we are going to inspect our brakes, slack adjusters. We're going to check our shocks. And we also going to check for leaks. And most important of all, we are going to check our lights. That is something very important, guys. I see a lot of trailers leave terminals, excuse me, with no lights, no turn signals, stuff like that. So automatically off the bat, that tells me that a lot of pre-trips are not getting done. Kenwood 709 says it's a .biz week right here. Yeah, DOT week. Yes it is in Arizona. I am not looking forward to getting on the road tomorrow. All I can tell you is just double check everything, double check your lights, make sure your turn signals is working. Take a little glance at your mud flaps, make sure your mud flaps are all good. You pretty much, man, want to do like a visual. You know what I'm saying? Look around, look at your tires, see if you see any cracks or anything like that. Also, you want to look underneath your truck, turn your truck off, go in front of it, and look to see if you have any leaks. You know what I'm saying? Just little bitty things like that, guys. If you guys do the little bitty things, I guarantee you that you guys will pass your DOT inspection. A lot of these DOT officers, they are looking for, you know what I'm saying, just like stuff they can see with the sight of the eye. A lot of them DOT officers, you get some that they like going all underneath the truck and doing all that good stuff because they do have to check a certain amount of truck and trailers. They got to go underneath and do all that other stuff. But if you keep a clean truck, you keep all your stuff together, keep everything nicely, you will have no problems from a DOT officer, guys. I promise to you. Uh, that's what they're looking for, man. You got to have a clean truck. You know what I'm saying? And you got to realize if you were a DOT officer and your job is to inspect tractors and trailers, me, I will be looking for the nasty, dirty, grimy trucks. It could because a person that keeps their truck nasty and dirty and all that good stuff, to me, they're having lack of. It might be a little stereotype what I'm saying, but to me it would be like lack of maintenance. If I seen a guy that truck is clean and all that, that tells me he takes time in cleaning his truck and he cares about first appearance. So more than likely that person will have, everything is dots in order. So you already know the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna check the tire pressure. Let me know what you guys think about that. A person that has a dirty semi over a clean one. Do you think the guy that has the clean truck, he's keeping the maintenance up to date or what? Let me know. Drop it in the comments. So we got 107, and that would be the outer. So basically, also, if you ever see this, here you go. If you ever see like a valve that looks like this, if you see that on your air inflation system, you do not have to unscrew this side to check the tire pressure. You can do it here. It also has a little cap on there that you want to make sure that you put back on because you do not want any type of snow or ice to get in there to cause it where you can't check your tire pressure. So you just get that and screw it on like that. Uh, uh, Tire pressure is very important to check, guys. I know it's something real tedious, but it is something that will cause you not to be broken down on the road or having a blowout. So tire pressure can go one or two ways. You can have too much air inflation, which will cause your tire to go out around, and it also will cause possibly a blowout because air heats up. So depending on what type of area that you're in, what type of weather, your tire pressure is very vital, guys. It can make you or break you. You know what I'm saying? It can make you help you get to your destination, or it can break you and break down because you got too much air pressure and you got a blowout and cause another situation. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys check your tire pressure, man. I know that it's like a struggling thing to do, especially when you got have a system like this. Who wants to go buy all the tires and take all these lines off and check all the tire pressure? Who wants to get down and stick the air pressure gauge in there and check all the tires? I know, but somebody has to do it, guys. Somebody has to do it. And since you are the driver of the truck or the owner of the truck or the operator of the truck, it is your obligation to make sure your tires are up to part. So, like I said, you also want to put this back in. It sits in there, and that's about it. You tighten that bad boy up. And a lot of this stuff I'm showing you guys, if you guys just do like the basic of what I'm showing you, trust me, guys, it would definitely pay off in the long run. And also, so if you come up with a game plan and a routine, and you do this every time that you get in your truck and trailer, it will come like clockwork, guys. And it will work a lot easier for you because you will come up with a way that's okay. I'm doing putting gas in the truck. I'm checking the tire pressure. I'm walking around it. It's gonna make your job a lot easier, man. And y'all let me know. Drop something in the comments and let me know that is it important to check tire pressure? And if so, how often do you guys think that you should check your tire pressure while you're on the road? Drop some in the comments and let me know. Let me know how much how important is it to check your tire pressure while you're on the road. And also let me know, do you guys do that? Do you guys check your tire pressure and how often do you check it if you are a driver, semi-truck driver. And also, like if you got an automobile, drop something in the comments and let me know how often do you check the tire pressure in your personal vehicle. Let me know. I want to know, guys. And then I'm gonna let you guys know after I get done reading your comments. I'm gonna let you know how often I check my tires and what I do on my personal vehicles. Let's share some information, man. How often do you guys check your tire pressure on your tractors, trailers, and on your personal vehicles? See, right now we're checking the tread depth on the tires. We have 13. We have a 13. And for the one in last, we have a 12. So of course we go with the lowest reading on the outside is going to be 12 and 32 seconds. I guess don't nobody want to share with me how often they check their tire pressure. Well, I'm gonna give you guys a couple more minutes, and I stand on business, and I'm gonna let you guys know how often I check my tire pressure. So we have 14, 13, and we have, let's see, one more reading. We have a 12. So we're going to go with the 12. So guys, myself personally, my personal vehicle. So I have a couple vehicles. Well, one vehicle I have to check the tire pressure. I either check it every day or every other day. And the reason why I do that, I've been real lazy, which I am sometimes with my personal vehicles, especially as tire pressure. As much as I talk about it, I have a slow leak in one of my tires. And when it's warm outside, I could probably check the tire pressure once a week. If it's cold outside, I got to check it every day or every other day. Uh, the situation with my tire with that particular vehicle is somebody's always driving the truck. So it's also hard for me to get the truck and take it to get it fixed and down the truck because, of course, somebody uses it. Number two, the days that I am off and have time to do it, my favorite tire shop that I go to is closed. So, and I'm pretty sure it's probably like a slow leak or something like that. Duffy says, thanks for helping me with my tires. No problem. No problem at all. So guys, so in my other vehicles, I rarely have to check them because I don't have any leaks or anything like that. My work vehicle, I don't have to check them a lot because I have all-terrain tires, which my tires are designed and they can be driven on low tire pressure or overinflated tires. So I only got one vehicle that I got to pretty much watch the tire pressure, but I will recommend in doing it. Tire pressure does save gas mileage. Tire pressure does make your suspension ride smoother and better. And also, guys, if you guys are not aware, having low tire pressure could also possibly cause your car to veer over to the right or to the left due to having low tire pressure. And what I mean by that is, I do it all the time, guys. I wouldn't suggest you like do it for like long ways, but every now and again, I get on the highway as I'm cruising. I let my steering wheel go to make sure my car is going straight. That's another way you could check your tire pressure, because a lot of times once you get your hand off the wheel, if your tire pressure is low on your driver's side, your car is going to veer over to the left. If it's low on the passenger side, it's going to do the same thing and go over to the right. So always check your tire pressure, and if it still's not going straight, you guys definitely got to go over to a suspension shop and get your front suspension checked out. Make sure your tie rod ends, ball joints, inner and outer tie rod, and that sorts of things are taken care of. And also, check your belts on your tires to make sure you don't have a broken belt. That's another thing that can cause you guys to veer from left to right. But we will talk more about that at another time. I don't like putting too much information on you guys at the same time. So basically, what we are talking about today is the importance of air pressure, tire inflation, checking your tires, things of that sort, man. So let's move around to the driver's side. And again, another thing with the trailers, if you are doing an inspection, always look down the trailer and make sure you don't see any cracks or anything like that. Because, like I said, you definitely, definitely do not want a DOT violation or a strike on your license. Very important, guys. And basically, man, if everybody did what I'm telling you right now, checking the tires, checking certain things, you wouldn't even have a ticket, a DOT problem, or anything like that. And also, guys, as far as on the inspection, a lot of people used to ask me what these green things are. So the green things on the tires right here that you see, the lug nut, green little triangles right there, those are what you call lug nut indicators. And what they are used for is that they are going in the direction that you tighten the lug nut up with, and they all facing each other. So if you have a loose lug nut, of course it's going to make the triangle point another way. And once you see that, you got to immediately go in and get all your tires retorqued. So that's what those are for. So since we have all those on, they all facing the right way, we are going to move to the driver's side. As I'm going around, I am inspecting mud flaps, rear bumper, and everything. Okay, so now we are on the right, the driver's side. I'm sorry, guys. We are on the driver's side, and I pulled this trailer in a little too close to the left, so I don't have a lot of room, but it is all good. We will work through it. So number one, since I'm already in the lug nut indicator mode right now, so basically, if you guys can see, the lug nut indicators are facing a different way on the driver's side. And the reason why that is because that is the way that the lug nuts tighten up, is going forward. And the passenger side will be going to the back. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to remove our tire inflation hoses, and we are going to check the tire pressure. That's what we're going to do, checking tire pressure. And also, guys, if you like what you see on the channel, I go live every day. Make sure to support and subscribe to the channel. And also, if you guys have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you have anything that you have a question about that you need help on with your vehicle or semi truck, all you have to do is drop something in the comments, guys. I do not charge like other channels to answer questions. That's part of my channel, and what I do is try to help you guys out. We are definitely an information channel. I do a lot of car content, car shows, anything that got to do with cars. I also told myself that we're going to bring also some other legendary stuff to the channel. We are going to start, got a show coming up, a semi-truck car show, a truck show, I'm sorry. Wouldn't be a car show if it was semis. And I always said I always wanted to go to one and check them out, since I am a diesel mechanic. So we will be getting some diesel content from diesel car shows too, guys. So I'm not only going to just bring car content and car shows to the channel, I am also, like I said, going to be going to semi-truck shows, guys. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that, man. I think it's going to be a very, very fun experience to see all the custom semi-trucks that's been stretched out, customized, and all that type of stuff, man. I done seen one magazine where guys had millions of dollars in semi trucks, man, and it's crazy, and it's actually kind of cool because basically a semi is basically your house, so why not customize it? Your house on wheels, why not customize it? You know what I'm saying? So right now we are going to check the tire pressure. I am going to cut my tool on. Let's check the tire pressure. We have what we are on the outer 96 psi on the outer, and the inner we have 100 psi. So also guys, another thing and another way you can check and tell if your air inflation system is actually on and if it's working. So the air inflation system basically has a like places have voltage regulators and stuff like that to regulate the power. The air inflation system also has a regulated to regulate the tire pressure. So you can either regulate the pressure to go under 90 psi, you can make it go over. So that's another way to know also. And also once I get done to the next axle, we got one more tire to check, inner and outer, which will be the first axle. I'm going to go underneath the trailer. I'm going to show you guys the air inflation system. I'm also going to show you guys what valve to look for to make sure the the air inflation system is on. There's a valve underneath the trailer, guys, and it's always in front of the second axle. There's a little box that I'm gonna show you guys, and there's gonna be a valve there, and you always gotta make sure that valve is down. Normally, if something's wrong and the valve is closed, that means you had a leak or someone did a preventive maintenance PM on the trailer, and when they inspected the air inflation system, you have to turn it off to check it, and they did not turn it back on. So I'm going to show you guys that also. So we said we have 96 and we have 100 psi on our left rear outer and inner. So I'm on door duty too, guys. Give me 1 second. I gotta close this door, and we'll get back to class. And I also gotta let my coworker know that he is driving the yard dog, and the yard dog is leaking hydraulic fluid. So we're probably gonna have to inspect that too, guys, in a couple seconds, because there's a huge puddle of hydraulic fluid in the shop and also outside the front door of the shop, which that's where the yard dog just came out of. So that's another thing too, guys, man. You guys drive trucks, you drive your own personal vehicle, you guys can actually um, stop certain things from happening if you just pay attention and observe things. So one thing that I always do, whether if it's my own personal vehicle, if it's the motorcycle, if it's whatever I'm riding in, guys, I'm definitely going to look. I'm going to look underneath it, and I'm going to check for leaks, man. If you guys do that, you have no idea how much money you can save yourself, how much time you can save yourself from being broken down and stuff like that. Guys already know, if you see something green on the floor or if you see something orange on the floor, uh, and it's by your radiator, guess what it can be? You have a leak of antifreeze, right? If you guys see oil on the ground, black spots, you also know that you have an oil leak, right? If you smell a weird smell and it kind of smell like a mixture of transmission fluid and something else, you guys also know that you have a power steering leak, right? Yes, yes. So guys, be aware of those type of things, man. Just like you watch your surroundings when you go to places, check out your surroundings on your vehicle as you getting out of your vehicle to save yourself time. All right, so right now we are going to check the tread depth on the tires. We are almost to the fun part, guys, which I know all you guys is waiting for, to go underneath the trailer and see what's going on and what do we inspect underneath the trailer. So that is coming very, very soon. So let's see where we at. We said we had 100. I didn't put my tire pressure in. 196. So right now we're going to check the tread depth for the tires. So we have 13. We have 10. And we have 9. So we're going to go with our lowest reading on the outside, guys. It is a 9 in 32 seconds. So now we're going to check the inside. Inside we got 10. We got 11. And we have a 14. So we're going to go with the 10. All right. So now we can go ahead and move down to our first axle. And after we do our first axle, we're going to go and do the fun stuff underneath the trailer. So you guys already can see the most thing that takes the most time is checking tire pressure. And man, after you check that tire pressure, everything else on your pre-trip, man, is going to be a walk in the park. So why not check your tire pressure, get it out the way, get it over with, and move on to something else. Popcorn, man, what up, what up, what up? And also, guys, I'm going to start doing some stuff too. If you guys are entrepreneurs and you guys make custom T-shirts or logos or anything like that, and you guys, you selling your merchandise or whatever you're doing, I'm going to be helping people out, guys. I will wear your merch. I won't be like most YouTubers do. You send YouTubers your merch, or you even give it to them in person. You guys never see them with it on. And to me, that's like a waste, man. So I'm not one of those people. I'm not going to be one where I accept some of your merch and you give it to me and I don't wear it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you guys or whoever that makes the merch, you are spending your time and you also are spending your money to make the merch. So I will make sure that I will wear it, you know what I'm saying, and also shout you out on my channel, man. So I'm going to have some in a minute where I'm going to set up a P.O. box and everything. So if you guys want to send me out some merch, anything that you're making, stickers, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, if it's a book, maybe I'll read the book, maybe I will read the book and do a review on it on my channel and tell people where they can find your book, or where they can find your merch, or if you got a company or you selling certain things in your company, man, let's start networking together, man. Teamworks make the dream work. Does my text have stars in them? It says, does my text have stars in them? No, they do not. No stars. Okay, guys, we are on the front axle, and we already got our inflation system. So we are going to check our tire pressure. Inner tire pressure is going to be 100, and we have outer is going to be 100. So we are, We are at 100 on both. We got 100. And then next we are going to check the tread depth on the tires. Let's see, we have 9, we have a 10, and we have a 9. So we're going to have a 9 and 32 seconds on the outside. Inner, we are going to have a 11, 10, and we have a 8. So we're going to go with 8 and 32 seconds. So now, guys, here comes the big fun part that you guys been waiting to see and waiting for me to do. So let me put these two airlines together, and I'm gonna go get a creeper. We're gonna get a flashlight, and I am going to give you guys a tour of an inspection tour underneath the trailer to show you guys certain components on the trailer, certain things to look for, certain things to check. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe. Subscribe. Because I want to do a giveaway, another giveaway soon, guys. And you already know my giveaways are actually giveaways. And the only thing you got to basically do is answer some questions. You don't have to, there's no money involved. There's nothing involved. All you have to do, guys, is answer questions. And a lot of my questions I always give you guys 3 questions, and it consists on something that I'm doing right now as far as working on tractors and trailers. And that's where my giveaways be consistent on. It's questions, guys. No money involved, just questions. It wouldn't be a giveaway if you guys had to buy something. That would be a buy away, right? So let me go get a flashlight, and let me go get a creeper, and we're gonna go underneath this thing, and we are going to inspect it. So I don't need my air chuck anymore, don't need my tread depth gauge, and we don't need vice grips. So the only thing I'm gonna need is a flashlight, a pen, and a notepad. So give me a second, and I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a creeper, a flashlight. We're gonna go underneath this trailer. We're gonna see what we can see, and I'm gonna explain some components with you guys, and we're gonna get to it. Cool. All right. What y'all been waiting for? The moment that you guys have been waiting for. We are underneath the trailer. So the first thing that I was telling you guys about, let me cut this light on. We got a nice bright light. So the first thing, I guess we'll start with this first. So basically, we're going to work our way from front to back. And of course, I'm going to show you guys about the air inflation system. So of course, I am inspecting the brakes, and I'm also looking to see if the hub is leaking. It's very important that you inspect the hubs. And let's see if I can get you underneath without scratching my phone. So basically, you want to look. Let's see if I can get you guys. You want to look in between. If you guys can see right there, you guys see underneath there? See how it's nice and dry? That's where your hub is. We have no leaks, right? And we also want to look at our brakes. I'm going to show you guys. So this is a brake tool right here where you can mic your brakes so you can get a reading on them to let you know if the brakes are within DOT. So basically, you slide this in the middle of your shoes, press it all the way in, and that is your reading. So we have 24 and 32 seconds, so those brakes are good. So now we are going to look at our opposite side. Trying to get you guys. And we are good on the hub. We have no leaks. And once again, I'm going to take my tool and we are going to mic the brakes. Okay. And we are at 22. Okay. Okay, I apologize for you guys can't see that good, but it's very hard to have a camera in one hand on the tripod, flashlight, tools, and everything. So those right there are airbags. We are going to inspect those to make sure we don't have any dry rotted airbags, see any holes, anything like that. If so, we will have to replace them. As of these, we do not see anything. Those are our air lines that goes over to our other airbag that splits. And we do not have any dry rot or broken holes or anything. We don't have none of that going on. We also have aluminum air tanks. We have a primary and secondary. That's our ABS module. That is our check valve right there. And also, guys, here's the moment that you guys been waiting for me to talk about. Remember the box I was telling you guys about? Our air inflation system. So I told you guys it's right in front of our second axle. This is our second axle, right underneath, right up front. There is our air inflation system. And you guys already see it is rated to 100 PSI. There is the regulator right there on the side. And the valve I was telling you guys about to make sure that the valve is down, it's right there. So if the valve was up, let's see, I'm going to show you guys. If the valve was up, I don't know how I'm going to pull this off, but we did it. So if the valve is up like that, that means that it's off. That means that there's no air going to go to those lines. So you guys want to make sure that this valve is down, okay? Yep. Anybody got any questions? Anybody have any questions? Yeah, so basically this is how you inspect a trailer. Number one, you want to check for leaks. You want to check your brakes. You want to check your hub for leaks. You also want to check your axle bushings and all those type of things. And hey, you know the Black Betty is leaking hydraulic oil.
No, that's transmission fluid.
Well,
Dipstick too. There was a broken bolt in the can, and the last person who took that transmission out.
Oh, no. Wasn't the last person. You was the last person that took the transmission out. You broke it.
Oh yeah, I already know that.
Yeah, it's pissing out bad too.
Yeah, because the dipstick fucking too. I got somehow because the bolt is broken deep inside. I can't like get it cleaned up, get a good weld on it, and get the bolt out. And that bolt's been there for a fucking long time.
If you would have asked me, I could have helped you.
So
You didn't ask for help.
I want what I could do.
Yeah, but you also got to ask for help. And obviously you couldn't do it because it's still leaking. And you put the trans back up and it's still leaking. All right, guys, looking. So I appreciate everybody tapping in. So this whole live was about air pressure, this tire inflation system. I hope I was able to break some information down for you guys to understand how everything works. Check your tire pressure and check your tire pressure, right? Right? And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and make sure y'all stay tuned for the next live. Let's get it.